If you listen to mainstream financial gurus, they will all tell you the exact same thing. Retiring before age 62 or 65 is a mathematical impossibility. They tell you to keep your head down, keep grinding at your 9 to 5, and wait for Social Security and Medicare to finally kick in. They make you believe that your money is completely locked up in your retirement accounts until you are almost 60. And if you dare try to touch it early to buy back your freedom, they warn you that the IRS will crush you with massive penalties. But what if I told you they are dead wrong? What if I told you that age 55 is actually the secret age to retire, and there is a hidden, 100% legal IRS loophole designed specifically to let you walk away a full decade early? Today, I'm going to reveal the loophole that Wall Street rarely talks about. I'll show you exactly how savvy investors use it to retire early, why waiting until 65 is a tragic financial mistake, and the one critical trap you must avoid if you want this strategy to actually work. Let's dive in. Let's start with the biggest lie in retirement planning, the age 59 and a half rule. We have all been brainwashed to believe that if we withdraw a single penny from our 401k before we turn 59 and a half, the government will hit us with a strict 10% early withdrawal penalty. For most people, that penalty is terrifying. It's enough to keep them chained to their desks, enduring the stress, the meetings, and the commute, because they simply refuse to give the government any more of their hard-earned money. Enter the Rule of 55. This is a little-known provision buried deep in the IRS tax code under Section 72T. The rule is astonishingly simple. If you leave your job, whether you quit, get fired, or officially retire, in or after the calendar year you turn 55, you can withdraw funds from that specific employer's 401k completely penalty-free. You heard that right. No 10% penalty. No waiting another 5 years. You get immediate access to your nest egg. For millions of workers, the very year they blow out 55 candles on their birthday cake is the exact moment they hold the keys to their own financial prison cell. But why is 55 the best age to retire? Why not push through to 62 or 65 to get a slightly bigger portfolio? It comes down to something financial spreadsheets can never measure: your health span. In retirement planning, the decade between 55 and 65 is known as the golden decade. These are your ultimate go-go years. At 55, you still have the energy, the mobility, and the drive to travel the world, start a passion project, or aggressively enjoy your hobbies. By the time you reach 65 or 70, your wealth might be higher, but your physical energy has almost certainly declined. Trading your absolute best, healthiest years for a slightly larger number on a bank screen is the worst trade deal in the history of finance. Now, you might be asking, if I retire at 55, what exactly do I live on until Social Security kicks in at 62? This is where the magic happens. You use the Rule of 55 as your bridge. By accessing your 401k penalty-free at 55, you can draw down just enough cash to cover your baseline living expenses for those 7 years. This bridge allows you to completely bypass the stressful final years of your career, let your other investments grow, and smoothly coast right into your Social Security benefits at age 62. But before you march into your boss's office and hand in your 2-week notice, you need to hear this warning. There is a massive trap that catches thousands of early retirees off guard every single year. The Rule of 55 only applies to the 401k of the job you are leaving at age 55 or older. It does not apply to old 401ks left behind at previous employers, and it absolutely does not apply to IRAs. If you quit your job at 55 and decide to roll your 401k over into an IRA because a financial advisor told you it was a good idea, you just blew up your loophole. The moment that money hits an IRA, the Rule of 55 disappears, and you are completely locked out of your money without a penalty until age 59 and a half. Also, keep in mind, while the Rule of 55 helps you avoid the 10% early withdrawal penalty, it does not magically erase taxes. You still have to pay regular income tax on whatever amount you withdraw, so you must budget for those taxes accordingly so you don't drain your account too fast. At the end of the day, your life is not a math equation, and your worth is not defined by how many years you spent at a desk. If you have the savings, age 55 gives you a legal, penalty-free exit ramp to take your life back while you are still young enough to actually enjoy it. Don't let mainstream advice rob you of your golden decade. Now, I want to hear from you. After seeing how the rule of 55 works, are you planning to pull the trigger and retire early, or are you still holding out for 62 or 65? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If this video helped you think differently about your money and your freedom, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.